today I will be interviewing Taylor. If you could introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Tayler Lee. I'm a singer-songwriter from Cincinnati, and I'm also a sophomore marketing major here at Howard.
All right, that's great. So you said you're a singer-songwriter.
Yes.
So how did you get into singing, songwriting?
So it's actually a pretty interesting story. I grew up kind of doing musical theater when I was younger. So my mom put me in dance classes, acting classes, singing classes, which ultimately led to musical theater. And from 7th to my freshman year of high school, I attended a performing arts school back home in Cincinnati. But the academics weren't as challenging there as I would like them to be. So I ended up transferring to a college prep school, and I didn't really get involved in anything music oriented over there. So for Christmas, my dad got me a session at our local studio, and that's where everything really started.
Right. That's cool. That's cool. Was the studio like in terms, you say local studio, was it just like a regular studio, or was it like how would you describe, I guess the ambiance? Like, was it like normal? Was it a little run down? Was it like really high scale?
It was
upscale.
It was pretty upscale because I didn't really have any expectations in my mind because I've never been to a studio before, and I'm from Cincinnati. So when you think of like music cities, you don't really think of like Cincinnati, Ohio. So I wasn't really sure what to expect. But it was really nice. They had different colored lights for the vibe. They had all the equipment. They had instruments up in there. A whole separate room to record it in with like soundproof foam. So it was really nice. I still go there.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. For sure. That's cool. So a bit about your family. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah. I have a little sister. She just turned 14, so she's my little twin. And then I have a stepsister named Colby, and she actually goes here too. She's a sophomore.
Colby
James. Do you know her?
James. Is it with a K or is it
It's a C.
Okay. No, I don't.
She's an SOB too.
That's did you and your siblings, like, what did y'all do for fun growing up? The ones you know?
Yeah. So my younger sister, we're 6 years apart. So it's really funny. I think some of our earliest bonding memories were like taking my iPad and doing, Video Star. Like, that little dancing app that you would pick a song and you could do like different
stuff,
editing stuff. Yeah. So we would do that. And then my stepsister, she's into acting as well. So we did like all the musical theater stuff together. She went to the performing arts school too. So yeah, we did basically everything together.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice. All right. Essentially, you've been like into music from a very young age, and your sister has too, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So like, is your family musical in general?
It's actually funny. I think me and my stepsister were the only people who are very like musically oriented.
Right. Oh. Okay. Now, how did that happen? What do your parents do?
So my dad, he's a banker, so he does like asset management stuff. And then my mom, she was a stay-at-home mom, but she passed away when I was younger. So she really put me into different classes, and she enjoyed singing. But since I lost her at like 10, I didn't really have that for the kind of rest of my time frame back at home at life. So I think it was more just enjoying it as a hobby at first.
Right. Okay. I see. Damn. So, like you said, you're a singer, songwriter. What about your sister?
My little sister?
Yeah, your little sister.
She's into sports.
She's into sports?
Yeah, my dad's loving it right now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because he never got that with me or my stepsister.
So, what about your stepsister? Like, because you said your little sister's into sports, so like, Your stepsister, what's she into?
So her passion is acting.
Acting.
But she's
Gotcha.
also thinking about going into like entertainment consulting, or maybe even like the tech side of business. So yeah, she wants to do it all.
Wow. So it's like different, like 4 different lanes. It seems like. For sure. That's cold. That's cold. Shoot. So, have you ever participated in like a band or like sung for a band, or are you mostly a solo career type person?
Never, and I've always wanted to.
A band? Yeah.
Because I love live music so much, and like just performing with the band, I feel like would make my performances so much better. So hopefully, I find some people out here that want to form a band.
Right. Well, shoot. I've been looking for a band
Please.
too. So
Yes.
Yeah. I know a couple of people
Shoot,
play
we
the
get
piano, guitar. I might have a person for drums.
that. Really?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Hey, look, I'll let you know.
Definitely let me know.
The person on drums though is a little iffy, so yeah. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So like, in terms of music, we talked about it a little bit before, but what type of music do you make?
So I say my main love is R&B. I want to get into more like neo soul music right now, but I think the majority of my songs out are more R&B, maybe like R&B pop.
R&B pop. So like, R&B pop. I was having this debate the other day whether or not Lucky Day is like R&B or if it's like pop music. Would you say? First of all, what would you say?
About Lucky Day?
Yeah.
That's tough. I would say R&B for the fact of, I think, like the instrumentation that goes along with some of his like hit songs. But I think there is sometimes a thin line between R&B and R&B pop when you start mixing in like just like
A bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I used to be so anti-pop. Like when I started making music,
Oh yeah, same here.
I was like, I don't want it to sound like a pop song. I'm not a pop artist. I was so pissed off at my first song ever. I cried over it because I thought it sounded like too poppy. And it's actually like one of my most streamed songs, so that's like so funny to me.
Well, yeah, I guess that's like how pop music goes. You know, you make something that's pop, you're probably gonna get more streams. It's I don't know how you feel about it, but to me, pop music is like less niche than specific genres. Like R&B or hip hop, or
I feel like it could be seen as more like universal, I guess, on the radio.
Yeah. So there's that, And would you say your music kind of mirrors Lucky Days in the sense that it's like kind of teetering between R&B and R&B pop?
Yeah. So how I write, I like to find the beat first. So I normally like write to a beat, and I try to pick like different beats. So my music my catalog isn't like very stagnant, the same. Like you play it on repeat, it sounds like the same song. And I think that just with the different styles of like beats that I choose and how I choose to like go about it, it can sound kind of like borderline pop, borderline R&B. So I think so.
Right. Okay. That's fair. Okay. Have you been in any like competitions or things similar to that?
I'm trying to think. I auditioned for America's Got Talent when I was in 8th grade. I didn't make it, but I auditioned for it. Back at school, when I went to the performing arts school, I would audition for like different musicals and stuff. So no competitions besides just like auditioning for things.
True. Okay. And like, well, I guess in terms of auditions, surprised would be getting the part. Right. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I remember those days. I used to go on competitions for the sake of my school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What competitions did you do?
It was like, so some for orchestra, some for spoken word.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it was like, for orchestra, it would be like a regional or state competition, and I play the bass, sight read, play a piece, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then for spoken word, you do the spoken word, you choose a piece and just go with it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you still do the spoken word competitions?
For me, it's been like a bit of a time constraint just to get back into all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So not really, no. But I plan on getting back into it eventually.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Yeah. But we'll see, So do you perform, or like what type of places do you perform? Like in public, on TV, radio, whatever?
Yeah, so this year has actually been the year that I've been performing the most ever. I started making music in 2019, and like when I was starting out, I would do like karaoke nights or like talent shows, but when COVID hit, I didn't really do anything. So senior year, focused on school. Freshman year, focused on school. So this year, I really started going out and like putting my music out there. So I performed at kind of just art showcases this year. I performed at Yard Fest for homecoming. Any events on campus like the open mic nights. So I've just really been putting myself out there more this year.
Yeah, because I saw you in Towers.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that was my first one.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I was like, look at her go. It's inspirational.
Thank you.
Yeah. So like, how do you? Cause, you said your major isn't like, or could you restate your major?
I'm a marketing major.
Marketing major. So that ties into music, right? In some sense, but your classes probably are more marketing than music.
Yeah.
So like, how do you balance that?
So I'm still trying to find a balance.
That's real.
Yeah, so I try to make it where every time I go back home for like breaks or just to see my family, I try to book a session at my studio. And I want to make a habit of writing or doing something like musically oriented on Fridays because I don't have a lot of classes on Fridays. So that's how I try to balance things.
That's a good way to balance things. Yeah. Definitely have those days where you can just sit down and just.
Yeah, because I had to force myself to do it, or I'll get like tunnel vision with all my assignments. It's a bad habit.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Ooh, goodness gracious. So I'm gonna ask you more about your, music inspirations and your own music. So, who are your favorite musicians?
That's a really good question. So I love Alicia Keys. I always would sing her when I was younger. It's a funny story because my go-to song was "If I Ain't Got You" by her, and I drilled that song into the ground since I was 10. So my family, they can't listen to it anymore. But I love Alicia Keys. I would always have Beyonce and Rihanna nonstop playing on my iPod as a little kid. So, as in like childhood, I would say Alicia Keys. As in like current musicians right now, I love Solange as well, and Kalani, I love her, and of course Jasmine Sullivan. She's amazing.
Very amazing, man. Oh man.
Yeah.
She's talented.
Yeah.
What are your favorite songs? Well, you said Alicia Keys. Is that still your favorite song by her?
Yeah, still.
Still, okay, right. So what about Beyonce, Rihanna, and Ballin?
Beyonce. There's so much. So my favorite album is her 4 album. So maybe Halo always makes me cry. I have like a love-hate relationship with that song, just from like a personal reason. So I would say Halo. Rihanna. I love California King Bed. Of course, like Unfaithful, the classics.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. So would you say you admire any of the musicians that you listed?
Yeah. Oh, Alicia Keys, 100%.
100%. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Are there any others?
Yeah. Stevie Wonder too. It's actually kind of funny because I think it was maybe like the 5th grade. I had to do a presentation on like who is like your biggest role model or inspiration, and I picked Stevie Wonder, and I like dressed up as him. I brought in a little piano.
Did you have glasses too?
Yeah, I had the glasses. I put some beads in my hair. Yeah, I did it all. But yeah, love Stevie Wonder, love Alicia Keys. Hope to embody more of their styles in my music.
Right. Yeah. Stevie Wonder, that man, he saw the future.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but man, he basically, even with some of Frank Ocean's old songs, I'm like, sound a lot like Stevie, especially like Sweet Life. That sounds like, the instrumentals in the back.
I love it.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite songs by Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stevie, yeah. Alicia Keys. Yeah, those are good artists. So, like, in terms of the music you've written, what is your favorite piece or your best piece?
Oh, by far, 529. I think that'll forever be my favorite song.
529, 529. Could you sing us a snippet?
Yeah.
A little snippet, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So, I'm holding on to your light. It keeps me grounded. Makes me alright, yeah. And that's like the start of it. Thank you.
For sure. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, you heard that.
Thanks, yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Wow. That's like the best and your favorite?
I think so, yeah. It's like my most personal song, and I think it's my most vocally impressive song as well. So that one will always have a special place in my heart.
That's nice.
Thanks.
That's really nice. Yeah. I'm sitting here. This is wow. It's a spiritual experience. Have you mentored anybody musically, or even with not just like musical, like technicality? Yeah, not just with that, but like also getting their music out there and stuff like that.
Yeah. So back home, there's some people that went to my old performing arts school that wanted to start making and recording their own music. So I would help them find a studio. I would normally refer them to the one I go to, but I would also send them like different engineers back home, send them like where I like to look for beats, and sometimes do like collaborative writing sessions. But I would love to really maybe find people up here that are looking for like maybe a groove,
right?
Or who want maybe a mentor.
Right. Okay. That's cool. And yeah, because I know there's a lot of people here. They do music. They're trying to get their stuff out there. So, as a matter of fact, June.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you tried doing the 360?
I should have went to the interest week. I think I had a test, so I didn't go. But we do the Warner Music Center. We're in that together.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, there you have it.
Yeah, I had to go talk to her.
Yeah. Ooh, this is an important one right here. How do you deal with the stress and anxiety you get when you're about to perform, if you get any?
Oh yeah. So it's probably a blessing and a curse, but I'm a big person who practices. And I'll probably practice myself until I am tired and can't practice anymore. But when I performed for Homecoming for Yard Fest, I was so excited, but I was also very nervous because I was new to performing, and that would be my biggest performance ever. So I spent the whole week in advance that I knew about it in the yoga room right next door for like hours, practicing in front of a mirror, in the vocal practice rooms in Kofa, just making sure I got all my songs and my notes right. So I really think just practicing and then getting to a point where it's like, okay, you got this. Like, stop trying to force yourself to keep on drilling it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then once I get on stage, it's so funny. Like, it all
just went away.
Yeah.
Probably the adrenaline, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. The adrenaline takes care of a lot of things. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Last question. What advice do you have for people who are, trying to get out there or trying to support their friend or trying to form a band, just trying to get involved in music in some way?
So I will speak to people who want to start releasing their own music. I would say number one, write. Don't really let too many outside influences affect what you think about your pieces, and just put it out there. My first song, I hated it, I didn't like it, and it's doing one of like the best out of all my songs. So I say make music for yourself and music that you like, and your audience will come. So yeah.
That's cool. And so like in terms of supporting, what would you say right now to your supporters about supporting your music in terms of like how they should do it or anything like that?
So I love my supporters. It's so crazy to me that like I even have
supporters, right?
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of my supporters right now, they're people from my hometown and people up here too. And I really appreciate them because I'll post on my social media, it's like, oh, like I released a project, go listen, but I'm not really the best at consistently marketing myself. So the fact that I have people who will like constantly go and look for my stuff, add me to playlists, post my music, like I appreciate that so much. And if like someone's looking to support their friend, definitely add them to your playlist, post their songs, their story, because it really starts small until the artist can really have a bigger platform.
Right. Okay, that's cool. So just share.
Share.
Yeah, got you. All right. That should do it for our time here. Thank you for agreeing to this interview. Answering all my questions.
No, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Be out of here. I don't really have but nice talking to you. All right. So you have siblings. Wow. So I'm gonna ask you a bit more about your music and your inspirations. So like, who are your